It's a kid. It's amazing. Okay, one go. It's in the bed. So if there was like a face out there, I might actually cry. So before we can get on to our makeup, we need to dance, get ourselves mentally prepared for the amount of makeup that we're going to put on our faces, because I'm warning you now, it's a heck of a lot. So I start by contouring the heck out of my nose, and I am just trying to make this look as realistic and as like Cara Delevgine's as possible, and this took me a while to figure out, and I ended up actually going back to it and sorting it out because I still feel it doesn't look right. It's eyebrow time, and this is the most intense part of this makeup look ever. I feel that if you don't take anything else away from this video, is that if you want to look like Cara Delevgine, that you overdraw the heck out of your eyebrows. I know that they're very dark and very intense. That's because I wanted them to look as much as the reference picture that I was copying as possible, and I used a dark brown eyeliner pencil for this. And now I am just fixing up my nose contour because I rubbed away a couple of the lines whilst I was doing my eyebrows, and this is not the last time that I touch up my nose contour, as you will notice later on in the video. So yeah, just keep that in mind. This isn't the final one. Now this is where it gets difficult for me to tell you what to do in order to make your face look like Cara Delevgine's, because everyone's face shape is different. Hers, I feel, has more of a square shape to it, and her bones are very defined, whereas mine are not, and I have a more batoned face, I guess that's what you could call it. So just look at a reference picture and try your best from there. Now, priming my eyes with a colour tattoo in Creme de Nude, I am just priming my eyelids ready for eyeshadow, and this, I feel, just gives it a nice clean base and holds the shadows on longer, even if it is not the most complex eyeshadow look ever. Anyway, onto eyeshadow. I am applying a light brown in just my crease. This eyeshadow look isn't very too intense or anything, it's just a light one because I feel like the eyebrows are more intense than anything. Next, I'm taking like a cranberry colour and I'm putting that on top of the light brown. And then to lighten up my eyes, I'm taking a champagne colour and putting that on the middle of my eyelids. And then I'm blending that all out because why the heck not? Now in the reference picture that I was looking at, Cara didn't have too much eyeliner on, but I did notice that she did have eyeliner on. That didn't make any sense, but anyway, we're going to roll with it. So I ended up putting a little wing on, and I went off camera to do my wing because I feel like I would have mucked it up otherwise, and I will show you the clip in 3, 2, 1, BAM! Eyeliner. I'm sorry, headphone users. But yeah, that's the wing I ended up with, and I just looked at the reference picture and added as I so pleased. Now I'm just curling my eyelashes and applying mascara. She didn't look like she had any false lashes on. You could put false lashes on if you wanted, I guess. I didn't want to because I'm too broke and I don't have any, so yeah, broke life. Whoop whoop. Now then, this is a bit where I really redid my nose contour because I really didn't feel it looked like the picture, so I am just kind of contouring my nose to look like it. Your nose may be very different from mine, again with the whole face thing, but just contour as you can, really. I noticed that she had a kind of more wider nose as it got down towards the nostrils, so that's kind of what I aimed for. And she also has kind of like little bumps above her nostrils, so I added that in as well, and I just tried to make mine look like hers. It's the aim of the game, really. At this point also I decided to touch up some of my contour because I feel like it didn't look right or it faded off or whatnot, and I just retouched that up so that it looked more defined because her cheekbones are life. Yes. Next, I am lining my lips, but before I do that, I'm covering them in concealer first because I'm going to reduce them a little bit. So I start by lining my lips, and I also noticed that Cara doesn't have too much of a big cupid's bow, so in the beginning I end up just going over my natural cupid's bow, and then I take some concealer on a little mini detailer brush and I kind of add the cupid's bow in, as well as kind of just going over and cleaning up my lips because they look like a hot mess right now, not gonna lie. Next, for highlight, I end up highlighting just like the really tips of my cheekbones, and then I'm going in and I am cleaning up my contour just with a little bit of concealer. I did try it with highlighter and no, it didn't work. Really sad moment. Just to really define my cheekbones and make them look very carved out. And again, in the reference picture that I was looking at, she had blush on and it was on her contour almost, so that's what I did, and it kind of turned out looking like this. And now we get to let our crazy bird's nest of a hair down, and I think that having blonde hair really completes and sells the Cara Delevgine feel and look. If you don't have naturally blonde hair or blonde hair at all in general, maybe suggest buying a wig if you're going as Cara Delevgine for Halloween, for instance, or just a party in general, but if not, you don't have to. I'm not forcing you to go out and buy a wig. Go buy a wig! I'm not doing it. I won't. Now, Cara also has a middle part in generally every single photo that I've seen her in, and because I'm cheap, I'm using a makeup brush, and you see this right here, this is why you don't use a makeup brush. This is why you need to brush your hair, Abby, because your hair is a mess, okay? Yeah. So I'm just giving myself a middle part, and she does lots of looks with her middle part. For instance, I've seen her tuck her hair behind her ear, or just mess it around so it doesn't look like a flat mess. It gives it volume. I don't know much about hair, but I know that doing that gives you volume. And I've also seen her put it to the side, so just Google Cara Delevgine and any picture that comes up, try and copy that hairstyle, is all I'm saying. And that's it. That's how I kind of turned myself into half looking like Cara Delevgine. At least I tried to, okay? Give me props for that, at least.
Balls. A little problem. You don't have any balls.
This look also doubles up as Kurt Cobain.